Beautiful fondant cake decoration. So here I added edible color to it, to the fondant. I've made the fondant some hours ago, so I added the color to it. Also, while making your fondant, when preparing the fondant, you can add your edible color. That makes it easy. Either ways work perfectly. So you take your time to knead it out, and you can see how we're doing it. If it's sticky, you add a little icing sugar to knead it out. You can see how stretchy the fondant is coming out. So we have a fondant recipe on the channel. Feel free to check after this video. It's so stretchy and perfect for your cake. Now I have been adding little glucose on the board just to hold the cake to the board. Can use buttercream, but that one can really shift if you're going far. You can also use chocolate. That one sticks better too. So I'll be shaving off the top of the cake. Then the next step is to add my buttercream. I'll be layering it with buttercream. I added little buttercream in between the cake just to stick both cake together and also add a level of deliciousness to the cake. Yes, you can see that. So if you're having like 2, 3, 4, 5 layers, that is how you stack it one after the other. Then the next step right now is just to trim the sides. Here we'll be using the paneling method, and I want a very straight side. Some people may want to add buttercream straight up, but fondant, the beauty of fondant is it to have a straight side because we're using paneling method, and fondant requires a lot of patience and a lot of straightness. So that is it. I'm trying to seal up that area so that the fondant can come out flawlessly. Yes, at times when you wrap up your fondant, the sides can just bulge out. But with this method, you see that all the sides will be straight, will come out straight. So first, seal up the opening, then you now crumb coat everything together. Yes. So now after sealing up that opening, I crumb coated everything together. So you can see there will be no lines showing, there will be no bulging out. Everything will just be a smooth, straight side. So you do that also for the top, and you move on to the next step. So using our smoother, you make sure you place it well. Don't bend it, you place it straight. Then you press in the buttercream. We are not trying to remove the buttercream, we are pressing it in so that it can hold firm the cake. You can see how I place the smoother. So you set this aside, let it dry a little, then we'll move on to our next step. Yes, so we'll be rolling out our fondant. Here we'll be using paneling method to cover the cake. We have the draping method and the paneling method. So instead of lifting one large sheet of fondant over the entire cake, paneling method is applied around the cake first, then the top next. This is so easy and it prevents the fondant sagging and cracking majorly. Yeah. So paneling method work best also for sharp edges. So while rolling the fondant, avoid rolling it too thin, please. Avoid it. A little thicker fondant will really help the cake to hold its shape. Yeah. So it won't be wonky at all. So you can see I just lifted the fondant and wrap it carefully on the cake like so. Yes, you can see that. So it's so easy. By the time you want to do the paneling, you measure the cake, then use it to cut out the fondant. Then you lift gently around the cake. We have fondant recipe on the channel. You can see the fondant recipe is a very stable one. The fondant will stay all weather, all season fondant. You can see how I lifted it. It's so good. You can check out the recipe on the channel. Thank you. So if while doing that, if the fondant feels sticky while rolling, you can just dust some icing sugar on the surface sparingly, please. Sparingly, yeah. Not too much. So after wrapping it, you can see how I cut out. When you are cutting, you cut both the side. You cut the outer and the inner side. Then you remove carefully. When it starts sticking to the cake, you just make sure you remove it carefully so it won't pull out the buttercream like that. So you can see you cut it out neatly, both the outer part and the inner part. Then you smoothing it out carefully, not with full force, please. Don't crumble your cake. So you do that. Okay, so we're moving to the next step. We'll be covering the upper part of the cake. So while doing that, you use your smoother to press each side, the top and the side carefully to each other. Just something like you are pinning it together. So for the next step, just to allow it to stay a little. So be pinning it together, not with full force, but gently. So be pinning it carefully together. Ready, you can see that the side and the top, we pin that together little by little, just to make them join. So next there you can see we'll be using a card to cut the sharp edge. It's not a cardboard, but a sharp thick card to cut out the edges. You can get this card from printer, sorry, or you can buy sharp edge cutter from the cake shop. You can even improvise, yes. Anything sharp material can do the job. Anything that is very sharp, maybe all these sharp card like that of I don't know, the other side of this calendar like that. Can use that. Or you get a sharp edge cutter from the cake shop. So we'll do that one after the other. This method is good for soft cakes, especially when you don't have to turn the cake upside down. Or maybe your cake is very large and you don't have that energy to turn it upside down. So you use a cutter just to cut the edges carefully and it will come out very fine. So when you're satisfied with the edges, you add your decoration and you clean it up. Yeah, I'm cleaning it with edible spirit. You can also use your steamer Yeah, you can use your steamer to clean it after decoration. But yeah, I'm using edible spirit to brush out the excess icing sugar and to make it very clean. After doing that, you allow it to dry out a little, then you're good to go. Yeah, I'm adding the final decoration to it just to make the cake pop. When you have leftover fondant, wrap them up and keep it in airtight container. No need to refrigerate, especially here in Nigeria, so it won't make it sticky because of condensation. If it's hard when you bring it out, you can add little by little warm water, like half teaspoon, some sort of depending on the size, just to make it pliable while you are kneading it again. Then you can roll it out and use it for simple decorations. Yeah, so try and as time goes on, you master the at least not really exact the exact measurement that you need for your cake so that you avoid wastage, too much wastage. Yes, fondant requires patience and practice day by day. So that the time every time you do that, you learn new thing. So I added my final decoration. Can see it came out beautiful. So that is it. Don't rush the process. Take your time and make the final outlook beautiful. That will bring out your work very well. With practice, you will learn more every time you do it. With the paneling method, you have better control. You have cleaner edges and you even have more confidence, especially during rainy season. So please do like and subscribe and share to those who need it. See you in our next video. This is Laboma Cake.